If you're like me and you're one of those people that has a really difficult time managing the 7,000 projects that are constantly bouncing around in your brain, I'm going to give you a tip today that will help you get a lot of things done. And it's nothing new, nothing you haven't heard a million times, but it's working off a to-do list. There's a lot of different ones that are out there, ranging from the good old-fashioned, write it down on a piece of paper and cross it off, to the online ones. I use one, it used to be called Wunderlist. I think Wunderlist officially ends like in the next day or two. So it's probably gone by the time you see this, but it's replaced with one called Microsoft To Do. That's the whole name of it. So if you go on there in your App Store and look for Microsoft To Do, you can make as many different lists as you want. So I probably have 25 different lists in my to-do list, and they can be your own list, but you can also share them. So those of you who, if you're married, for example, we use a shared grocery list. So when I see something we need for groceries, I put it on the grocery list. If I go to the store, it's on there. If my wife goes to the store, it's on there. You touch the button when you put it in the cart and it disappears from both lists. So you can share lists. So if you've got, the kids have to be taken to soccer practice, as if there was soccer practice now. But whatever things are on your list, doctor's appointments, any of those kinds of things. And then I use it for example, when I think of ideas for A Minute with Randy Bartlett, I have a list of subjects because I'll think of it, but it's never going to happen if I don't write it down. So I immediately put it in my to-do list. I have books that I want to read, movies I want to watch. Somebody recommends a movie, I will never remember the recommendation, so I put it in my to-do list. I've got my yearly goals, my daily. I've got my to-do soon list, which is, these are things I want to do sooner rather than later, but maybe not today. Sometimes there's things that need to happen before I can get to that. So all those kinds of things. I've got house projects. You name it. But the cool thing about a to-do list, and you have to do your everyday to-do list, or again, some of you are organized enough not to do this, but if you're like me, that's not the case. So every day I get up, I look at the to-do list, and literally I put something on last night, and then I look at it this morning, I'm like, oh yeah, I almost forgot all about that. That's how projects never get finished. So you put them on there, and because they know the psychology of it, when you finish something, you hit the little button, it goes ding. It'll let you see your completed tasks, so you can see what you've done in the past moving forward. So I'm a big fan of the Microsoft To Do, previously Wunderlist, moving over. But go in your app store and look at to-do list, find something, but put it on your today's to-do list to do a to-do list. I know my friend Mike Walter still, I believe, still does a written list, and he puts on his to-do list, the first thing he writes every day on the to-do list is create a to-do list. So when he does that and he uses a big black magic marker and he crosses it off, that's a really, it's like there's satisfaction in crossing something off of the list. Doesn't matter how you do it, as long as you get used to doing it every day, you'll get so much more accomplished than you ever would have imagined. I hope that helps. And listen, if you've got some other to-do lists that you want to share, put them in the comments, and we'll pass those on to other people as well. But I love the Microsoft To Do. See you next week.